Brilliance Health Coaching presents Restoring Faith, Hope, and Power in all relationships, at home and at work. Let me begin by introducing you to a typical client that ends up at my door. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah feels that she repeatedly makes the same mistakes in most of all of her relationships. Although she's starting to see some of the toxic patterns she's falling into, she feels powerless to stop or change them. She really wants to figure this out. Other than that, she has a lot of really good things going on in her life. She's a general manager at a successful company, she has her own condo, and she loves her dog. Yet she's not really getting the enjoyment out of any of them that she'd hoped for. Money is flowing in, but love and health are not. A lot of her relationships are strained, especially the romantic ones, but even the ones with her immediate family, friends, and employees. Sarah found me after her first serious relationship post-divorce. At this point, she realized she needed help from someone who specializes in this type of work. At this point, you might be asking, who exactly am I and why should you listen to me? I know, because I would be asking the exact same thing. My name is Becky Palmer, founder of Brilliance Health Coaching. I have a degree in pharmacy, and I started out my career in the Canadian military. I also went through my own divorce at the tender age of 28. I only teach what I know works. Coaching worked for me, and all the methods and techniques I teach, I've tested on myself first. I help you figure out how to personalize and incorporate the enormous amount of health and relationship information that exists out there. If I didn't have my own coach guiding me through my rough periods of life, I wouldn't be the happy, present, and loving person I am today. Back to Sarah's story. Sarah had tried counseling and learned some really valuable tools, but she needed a more personalized approach to solving her relationship dilemmas. Over a period of 3 months, we worked closely together. Sarah and I discussed tools and concepts during our weekly 1-hour sessions. Sometimes she came to see me at my office, and sometimes we talked over the phone. Once a week, I sent her emails with educational material, videos, and journal prompts. She dedicated herself to self-reflection, journaling, and sharing herself with me courageously. We covered topics like the power of the mind-body connection, learning to feel safe, turning on your feminine magnet, how to work with the differences between the masculine and feminine brains, how to build self-esteem and self-love, and much more throughout the months together. Each session, I watched Sarah transform before my eyes. She gobbled up the information and was able to practically apply it to her life. She became even more beautiful as she started to understand herself and how to balance her masculine and feminine energy. Ultimately, she regained her power. And she found love. Romantic love that she is so excited about to this day. But what was even more life-changing for Sarah was the self-love that she found. She shared with me that she now felt fulfilled every single day, more than any relationship with one other person could have given her. She told me that now she feels confidence in her own skin, that she can be present and go with the flow, rather than micromanage every aspect of her life. Most importantly, her faith in herself has been restored. To me, that's priceless. This was a real client of mine. For the full version of her testimonial, I invite you to click on the link in this video. If you can relate to Sarah's story at all, I have good news. If you feel like relationships are giving you anxiety, you're losing your confidence, your motivation, and your hope in ever feeling loved, I have good news. In order for me to best help you, I need to get to know you first. I need to know your personal vision for your future, how it is you want to feel, what it is you want to experience in your life. I need to know what you think is stopping you from having those things right now. And the good news is, we can get on the phone together and take 45 minutes to put our heads together and get crystal clear on what you need to live your very best life. The cost of the call is free. However, it's not for everyone. Part of my own self-love journey has meant that I keep my standards pretty high. The 3 standards you must meet to book a call with me are: 1. You're willing to look at yourself honestly and with compassion. 2. You're a passionate person with big goals and big desires for your life. And 3. You hold yourself to your own high standards and your own integrity. If this is you, I welcome you to book a call with me, and I hope you do soon so we can get started. We really only have 29,000 days on this earth, so we best not waste them. Life is hard, and it makes sense that sometimes we feel lost and lonely. So many relationships these days are unhealthy and disconnected. So many people feel hopeless and ready to give up on their career, on their relationship, or on their health. I know because I've been there. Every day I help my clients see their own value, restore the faith that they have in themselves, have more intimate and connected relationships, and excel in their chosen careers. Here is what a few other clients have said after working with me. Layla says, Becky has taught me so much about relationships, which I've been able to apply in my romantic relationships, friendships, and any interpersonal interactions. She's also taught me so much about myself in terms of my desires, feminine masculine energy, and my strengths and weaknesses. Also, I learned to understand why I react in certain ways to various situations. I definitely feel like I have more passion in my life since I started getting coaching from Becky, and I've learned the necessary skills to develop that passion from her. And here's what Kaylin has to say. Since starting to work with Becky, my ability to be in a more accepting and understanding relationship with myself and my life has been my greatest takeaway, let alone in how to relate to others more intimately. The straightforward language Becky uses and her ability to simplify the complexities of relationships is astounding. Learning the natural state of harmony that exists innately between masculine and feminine energy has empowered me to my core. When problems arise, I feel equipped to restore the natural state of balance. There's a depth to this understanding that feels fundamental and foundational, profound. I feel set free within the tumultuous tides of my life, and I owe so much of this to Becky's support and guiding hand. I have not met many who lead with such strength and conviction, and who can balance it beautifully with light-hearted play. So, if you're ready, and you meet my standards I described as an honest, willing, and passionate person, I invite you to book a call with me today. I'm so excited to be on this journey of life with you. Talk soon.